I did the dash, can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jets taking on the New England Patriots.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They already have as many wins in the second half as they did in the first half, and we're just starting the second half at number 0.
And I know some of their fans are already starting to look forward to the draft, but I still think this team has a chance to win some games down the stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Patriots.
First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
44-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A gain of
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now White. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's White. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal.
Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his act.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Touchdown.
James White, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his 3rd year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Darnold on 1st down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Sam Darnold sacked by Adam Butler.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Patriots 7, Jets nothing.
On 1st down, White. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Mosley on the tackle.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
29-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Covered by Jason.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 7, Jets 3.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points. And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the play.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Tie, but
either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
28-yard line.
Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
James White, the New England.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, free up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, a run from White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
The Patriot first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First down.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown.
To Mohamed Sanu.
Mohamed Sanu. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So 2nd down pass.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Darnold on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
47.
He made his first. This from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. 28-7, your final score. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. 21-10, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30.
Now it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. First down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
This is Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
At the 36-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. Room here to run. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it's going to be second down.
It's second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold throwing the out route and complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Jamison Crowder.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gore. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of
a really nice gain of 25 yards.
New England.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Down at the 17.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
1st and goal.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A gain of 3.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
For Patriots 35.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Going on the ground, it's White. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for New England, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.